there was approval for an LRT system to serve the suburb of Scarborough, which is almost exactly the same size, very same layout to Surrey. They got all the way to the phase that we're at right now, and then Rob Ford was elected mayor of Toronto, and he said, cancel this thing, I want a subway. Now, of course, subways cost way more than LRT, and the provincial government pulled out, and the federal government pulled out, and it has taken 8 years to get that funding back, and that funding now funds one subway station in Toronto, which will be completed, if we're lucky, by 2027. If they had gone with their original LRT plan, LRT would be running in Scarborough and there would be 8 LRT stations. So we have real-world examples of what happens when you have an agreement for $1.65 billion in external funding and you tear it up and say start over. It's not that the construction takes that long. The surveying, the engineering, the studies, they take a while, but what really takes time is convincing the senior governments that they should make a new deal with you after you just tore up the last one you made. Now that is what's at stake here. We have got to get moving on moving people in Surrey. And right now, if we want to change the phase 1 to SkyTrain, it will cost 3 times as much money. Do you honestly believe that if we show that we don't keep our agreements with senior levels of government, that will encourage them to throw 3 times as much money at us to do a different project that we might, based on agreements that we might then turn around and tear up again? We have to be responsible, trustworthy people in governing this city. And that's why I think there are delays. Sure, we could turn around, but there are huge financial costs and huge time costs.
It's a democracy.